Have you ever put on an oversized outfit and felt like you were drowning in fabric? Girl, that used to be me too. But luckily, I've cracked the code. And of course, I'm gonna share. So if you've been trying to figure out how to style oversized clothes without looking sloppy, keep watching. Hey girlies, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, what's up? If you're not, let's tea. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Alright, a couple of updates. I feel like I need to update you guys. I just celebrated my birthday the other day, so I don't have a candle, but I have like a cutie little cake. So let's make a wish. I wish and I hope that like my YouTube reaches like the right people and just like get to know some of the girlies a bit more. So yeah. Next thing, we shaved my hair. How do we like her? It's giving grown woman, doesn't it? Also, I posted on my community that I was starting a TikTok fashion series on there. It has dropped. The first episode is on. Super excited about that. Y'all should definitely check it out. Birthday vlog is probably coming out end of the month just because I'm celebrating a bunch of things like throughout the whole month. So I would rather just have it all as one rather than trying to like break it down into like different ones. So okay, I feel like those are all the updates I have for you. But anyways, back to the video. Girlies, honestly, like let me tell you this, like I feel like dressing baggy is such an art because like being able to like put the right type of baggy pieces together and make them look cohesive and look nice is so hard to do. And this is me speaking from experience. Like I don't know how you guys like do it, but basically this video is going to be broken down into 3 parts. So we're going to first start off with balancing proportions and like trying to find the right pieces. Then we're going to look at how your footwear influences your baggy looks, and we're also going to be looking at understanding your inspirations for your baggy fits, because there are inspirations for baggy fits, and I feel like once you understand that, then you're able to like place yourself and like understand what baggy fits to pick and what baggy items you should be buying for yourself. Let's get right into it. Balancing proportion sounds like so out there. It sounds so like, okay, cool, like balancing proportion. So let me break it down for you. We have big shirt, little pants. We have big shirt, big pants. We have little shirt, big pants, and we have little shirt, little pants. Big shirt, little pants emphasizes your legs, right? So if you're trying to show off your legs, that is the proportion you would go for. If you go for little shirt, big pants, you're trying to emphasize your upper body, your shoulders, this whole place is what you're trying to emphasize. Now, if you're trying to go for a little shirt, little pants, you're emphasizing your whole figure. So if you're trying to show off your body, if you're trying to like, you know, like look at me, like I just got out the gym, boom, bam, pow, or my body's banging, check me out. Little shirt, little pants is about the proportions you're going for, okay? Now, if you're trying to go for a big shirt, big pants, you are making a statement, period. Like you're making a statement like, I do this shit, like yes, my body is banging underneath, but like I would rather not show y'all that, so like, you know, people will not pass out when they see me walk by. Next thing we're going to be looking at is your footwear choices, and I feel like people sleep on footwear when it comes to baggy fits, but like if you have the wrong footwear, baby, the fit is not gonna eat. You just have to be very mindful when it comes to these 2 things, like making sure that the shoe is not overwhelming the pant and the pant is not overwhelming the shoe. Like they have to be able to balance each other out. Like that's the most important thing. I feel like one of the major reasons why we tend to dress sloppily when it comes to baggy fits is because you don't know what inspires you with your baggy fits. So you're trying to like copy what you see and you think that's cool, but that is not catered to your personal aesthetic. 1, it's not catered to what inspires you. 2, and you don't really know how to work it. 3, that's why it always ends up looking sloppy. So we're going to be breaking down some of the inspirations when it comes to baggy fits, or what has inspired baggy fits over the years. If you didn't know, there's 8 sources of oversized clothing inspiration, so maybe you could like find yourself somewhere in these 8. So first one is 1980s fashion. The 1980s saw the rise of power dressing, where oversized blazers and shoulder pads became symbols of authority and professionalism. So my girlies who love to wear blazers, my girlies who love to, you know, just like look very sleek, cool, calm, collected, like you could find yourself in this category. Under the 1980s fashion, we also have the casual wear. So this era was popularized with oversized casual wear, with baggy jeans, sweatshirts, and t-shirts becoming mainstream. My girlies who love to wear like baggy sweatshirt with like high waist pants and maybe like a pair of like sneakers, like cool, calm, casual kind of sneakers, like maybe you guys would also be in this category as well. Next we have the hip-hop culture, which is honestly my favorite one. Hip-hop culture of the 1990s played a significant role in popularizing oversized clothing. Artists and fans alike embraced baggy jeans, oversized hoodies, and loose-fitting t-shirts as a form of self-expression. And I feel like this is where so many people fall into in, you know, in oversized clothing and in baggy clothing, and I think it's so interesting to see and also like understand the history of it in general. Under hip-hop influence, we also have streetwear, and this trend continued into the 2000s, influencing the rise of streetwear brands and emphasized comfort and relaxed fit. So I feel like the 1990s influence was more exaggerated, like extremely baggy jorts, extremely baggy t-shirts, and as we entered into the 2000s, they kind of like calmed down. Like, yes, it was still oversized, but it wasn't like boom, it was more like relaxed, more calmer. So like I feel like most people would definitely fall into this category, but not like the exaggerated influence of this category. Next, we have the Japanese fashion. Designers like Yohei Yamamoto and Rei Kawakubo and Izzy Miyake brought oversized and deconstructed silhouettes to the forefront of high fashion. I really do hope I did not murder these people's names, because I apologize if I did. Their designs challenge conventional ideas of fit and form. The more deconstructed type of oversized clothing is more so Japanese fashion. That is where like those deconstructed looking items or baggy clothes come into place. So if that's what you're into, this is definitely like what inspires you. But I just feel like this is so important to understand, because I feel like there's so many people who also fall into this category, but like they don't really know how to embrace it without overdoing it. So I think it's super important to like kind of first understand what it is, like understand like what style, what inspiration this is, which is the Japanese fashion, and then now that you understand what the inspiration is, you can now take it to the next step, which is like finding brands who do this, but not in the overly exaggerated way, but more so the calmer way. Japanese fashion also influenced minimalism, focusing on more of clean lines and simplicity, which is quite interesting to know. You would think that minimalism was inspired some other way, but apparently it was inspired by the Japanese, so that was very interesting to find out. So to my minimalist girls, now you know. Oh my gosh, that's why we have Uniqlo. Duh. Next, we have the grunge moment. We have girlies out here who this is their steez, and y'all are killing it. But if you don't know that this might be what you have, and you're just like all up in the air, and you're like, you don't know what it is, how to define it, let's get into it. The grunge movement, empathized by bands like Nirvana, embraced an anti-fashion ethos that included oversized flannel shirts, ripped jeans, and slouchy sweaters. So for my girlies who like ripped jeans, slouchy sweaters, black and whites, you know, dark makeup, this is you guys. This is you guys. Y'all are killing it with those Doc Marten boots. Period. Alright, next one is normcore trend. I did not even know what this was until somebody, I think one of my videos, somebody was like, yeah, I'm definitely normcore. And I'm like, what is a norm and core? But normcore emerged as a trend in 2010, celebrating ordinary, average-looking clothing. Precise pieces like plain sweatshirts, dad jeans became fashionable as a statement against the over-the-top fashion over the decades. So I guess this was like a retaliation against Japanese fashion. Who knows? But yeah, the plain girlies, dad jeans type vibe, normcore girls, like this was so interesting to learn. But yeah, next we have the contemporary streetwear, and this is honestly my favorite type of streetwear because it just gives like elegant, chic type of streetwear. So today, streetwear brands continue to champion the oversized look, often blending with high fashion elements. And then if you didn't know, babes, so my girlies who love athleisure, they are under the contemporary streetwear, babes. Like literally, like I did not know that. Like that was so interesting to learn. I feel like that might be where I'm at. Actually, no, that's not where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out like where I stand, but girl, I can imagine how you guys are doing this if I'm like stressing out trying to figure out where I stand in this. Next, we have sustainability and comfort, and this is highlighted with sustainable fashion and comfort driven. So the focus of sustainable fashion and slow fashion has led to a preference for comfortable, versatile clothing that can be worn in various ways. So my girlies, you're not trying to break your bank. This is where you're at. This is probably where I'm at. This is probably what inspires me because because I'm never trying to spend a bank, okay? So I'm more of a sustainable fashion girly. These are the 8 inspirations, and I feel like with these you could definitely like find kind of where you fit in, and like just understanding your inspiration kind of like lets you know where to be shopping. That rounds up the video. Let me know what you think your inspiration is in the comment section, because I think I mix sometimes, but I feel like it's majorly comfort driven and sustainability. I think that those are what inspire my fashion and inspire my oversized clothing, or you know, how I style oversized clothing. But let me know what you guys' inspirations are. I'm actually quite excited to like kind of like know what inspires you guys when it comes to like your oversized clothing, because it's always interesting to see because there's so many dynamics to like wearing oversized clothing. So it's always interesting to see how other people style their pieces. But yeah, that rounds it up. Make sure you go check out my TikTok series, which is currently up right now. Our first episode is up there. Super interesting, very important conversation for my girlies who are going back to school. Nikki has some tips and tricks for y'all with styling your back to school outfits, so make sure you guys hop on that. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love y'all. Bye.